What is up, BBYO? Welcome back to the final live stream from BBYO International Convention 2026. I'm Noah Kutnick from David Vaught AZA number 275 in Rocky Mountain region.
And I'm Izzy Silverman from Mishpaha BBYO number 5060 in Liberty region, the host region for IC this year. This weekend was so much fun, and we made incredible memories, met new people, and learned so much.
Although IC is coming to an end, we're excited to recap some of the highlights of our incredible convention so far.
On Wednesday, we kicked off IC with our Global Leadership Forum and February execs. We welcomed over 1,000 delegates from all over the world for this incredible moment.
Then, on Thursday, we welcomed over 2,000 more teens to Philly for the first official day of convention. We kicked things off with an incredible opening ceremonies led by the IC Teen Band, which Izzy played in, and a concert with Loud Luxury, which was amazing. We also had International Roll Call, where we got to see every region express its unique culture and spirit.
Then, on Friday, a lot of us went to our Leads Day programs. Our Leads Day workshops explore different topics, ranging from journalism to anti-Semitism to sustainability and community service. We also had the AZAA and BBGG Sports and Wellness Expo, where Alephs and BBGs competed in sports tournaments and went to programs focused on health, exercise, and mindfulness. I led a leads track called The Sound of Belonging, Finding Your Song, where I bonded with teens over our shared love of music, led songwriting programs, and created a space for them to visualize the part that music can play in their future careers.
And I led a leads track called Democracy, powered by immigrants since 1776, where we learned about some really cool U.S. history.
Yesterday, we celebrated Shabbat with so many different service options and Limud programs. We explored topics like entrepreneurship, fashion, mindfulness, and Israel education. We also attended a meet and greet and got to meet celebrities like Rebel Wilson, Zach King, and the Breadbasket podcast hosts.
And last night, we had an amazing Havdalah ceremony, followed by our state-of-the-order plenary and ritual experiences, where we learned and celebrated the traditions that unite Alephs and BBGs across the world.
Today, many of us enjoyed Sunday sightseeing around Philadelphia, with exciting activities like skiing, ice skating, and visiting historical sites. I got to go to the Philadelphia Zoo, which, fun fact, is America's first zoo, opening all the way back in 1874.
Wow, that's so cool. I actually came here straight from international elections for the 102nd Grand Board of the Aleph Zadik Aleph. Make sure to check out BBYO Insider on Instagram, X, and Facebook to see all of the election results.
But the day isn't over yet. We are streaming now before an exciting concert tonight with Natasha Bedingfield and Quavo, and then a massive block party. I don't know about you, Noah, but I'm so excited to go to the concert tonight and have a wonderful end to IC here in Philly.
Definitely. Okay, let's find out how everyone else feels as IC enters its final day and bring in our first guest. Let's turn it over to our roaming reporter, Quinn.
What's up, guys? I'm Quinn Tratt from the Great Midwest region, and today I'm here with
Saul
and
Sam.
all right, guys. So what was your sightseeing today? What did you do? Rated out of 10.
I did an escape room. I rate it 9 out of 10.
I went to the Philadelphia Zoo and then rock climbed. Probably like a 10 out of 10.
And what food did you guys have today? Because it was your first kind of like out of IC hotel real food. So what did you have today? How would you rate it out of 7?
I got Shake Shack. I rate it 6 out of 7.
6, 7.
I had some mac and cheese, fries, and a Coke. Mac and cheese, 10 out of 10.
All right, so guys, out of everyone, the speakers you've seen, performers, like what's been your favorite go-to so far at IC?
I really like seeing the Breadbasket brothers.
Agreed. It was awesome.
I really like Josh Shapiro's speech. It was super inspiring.
As any speakers, anything you've seen so far, like indicated maybe a possible future for you, and as a career?
Watching the governor of Delaware inspired me to do like maybe politics.
Yeah, again, watching Josh Shapiro, governor of Pennsylvania, it really inspired me to like get into my community and really do Jewish things.
All right, thanks for coming out, guys. Back to the desk.
Thanks, Quinn. Before we get any further into our broadcast, we want to give our last happy birthday shout out to all of the BBYO delegates at IC who have birthdays today.
Today's birthdays include Lily Applebaum, Jacob Fogel, Sam Fogel, Anna Katz, and Madeline Long.
And we also want to wish a happy birthday to Chloe Matzner, Liam Samnett, Nadav Schwartz, and Adrian Woodnick. Best wishes to everyone who's celebrating today.
How cool is it to have your birthday on the last official day of International Convention? I know our friends would love some birthday shout-outs in the comments below, so don't be shy about it.
Now, let's bring in our first guest at the news desk on today's live stream. Hi guys, and welcome to the news desk. It's so good for you guys to be here.
So good. It's so nice to be here.
So, what are your names and what region are you from?
I'm Nolan Eichler from Lake Ontario region, Toronto.
I'm Jackson Golding, and I'm from Liberty region.
Is this you guys' first IC?
Yeah, this is my first IC.
So how was that experience for you? What do you think of it?
I gotta say, it's absolutely crazy to be here. For the first time, it's crazy, and especially to be in Philadelphia. It's a crazy experience. We've already done so much. I love seeing, Zach King last night. Rebel Wilson was crazy. It's been a wild roller coaster.
And you, Jackson?
I live in Philly, so it's cool to have a better experience in Philly with more people and seeing Jews from all around the world. This definitely is the most amount of Jews I've ever seen in a location together, and it's cool because it's kind of like a brotherhood. We're all forming new friendships, we're making new connections, and it's honestly really great.
So, Jackson, being from the host region, I'm sure you got to experience Global Ambassadors Week. Can you tell me a little about it and what your favorite parts were?
Yeah, so my favorite parts were the spring kickoff itself, with the dance and everything. It was cool because I don't really get to partner with the South Jersey region, and especially the international kids. So it's a lot different than winter kickoff this year, where it was on a yacht. So it was great to be in a big room with all these new kids, and it was kind of like a preview for IC. Like it set the mood, it set the tempo, and it was great.
Did you get to host people or meet any cool international delegates?
Unfortunately, I didn't get to host anyone, but I've been meeting so many new international kids. I mean, I didn't know there was Jews in half of these countries, like Norway, Finland. It's so cool to meet people from everywhere, from Europe, I met people from China. It's awesome.
Yeah, me neither. It's so insane. Did you meet anyone from other places?
I met a lot of people from Canada, actually. It's
Yeah?
really crazy to see how their things work. I met 2 kids last night from Britain. It was really crazy to hear their experience because they have like 10 people in their region. So it's really cool to meet people from all over, especially people, like he said, people I didn't expect
Yeah.
to have Jews in their region.
It's so heartwarming to know there's really Jews throughout
Exactly.
all the entire world. So what was it like for you both to be in a space where there were so many Jewish people all at once?
It's very electrifying, to know that, especially when Havdalah was playing last night, and everybody knew the words, and everyone was singing along to the same tune and the same beat. It's crazy to hear that.
Yeah, definitely. Especially during opening ceremonies, during the raves and all the dancing. It's just awesome to see everyone come together from all over the country, just gather around together in a circle, dancing and having fun. It's just awesome to meet all these new people that I just never would have had the experience to even come close to talking to if it weren't for the people I am.
100%. Can you guys tell me, kind of going off of that, if you've gained any new perspectives on Judaism while being here?
The one thing I realized is because in Toronto we have a lot of other prayers that we do in our region, and I didn't realize that the Aleph Zadik Aleph heartbeat. I thought that was only our region. I didn't realize that's everyone does that as well. It's crazy to see that.
It's amazing to see all the traditions that connects everyone throughout the BYO.
Yeah. We do it a little bit differently, but it's the same concept.
It's still so cool. Oh, thank you guys so much for being here today.
Thank you so much for
I
having
had
us.
so much fun with you both. Thank you.
Yeah, I love talking to you guys. Now we're going to send it back to Quinn, our roaming reporter, to hear from another guest.
Hi guys, we're back, and I'm here with
Vicky.
Vicky. Okay, so what was your sightseeing today, and what was your leads or AZBAA BBWG on Friday? I'm curious.
So today for sightseeing, I went skating, and then I went on a double-decker bus and got a tour around Philly. And for my Leeds Day activity, I went to Never Again Is Now, Remembering the Holocaust, where we heard from a bunch of different speakers about how to make an impact.
Which one did you prefer? Like, which one was your favorite?
I think the sightseeing today because it was really fun and like really cool to tour Philadelphia.
So I understand you're from Toronto, so like I believe you came in early for International Week.
No, we don't. I don't think we count as internationals.
Oh, valid. Okay, so if your IC 2026 were to be a movie starring you, of course, or maybe your favorite Hollywood actress, what would it be called? Like your experience, like summed up into like a movie title.
I don't really know. Like, I guess like I see the movie, which is kind of basic, but it was like that kind of just sums it up. I don't know.
I mean, I would watch the movie. I see the movie. I see the movie. So, yeah, exactly. So, one more question, basically. So, what has been your favorite food so far at IC?
Probably like today we went out and got like we got like funnel cakes and these really good falafels at a market across the street. It was part of like the Leeds Day thing and it was so good.
That's awesome. We had some nice pasta today and just some salad. It was good. It was a good refresher from the hotel. That's going to wrap up the interview. Back to Izzy and Noah. Thanks for coming out. Thank you.
That was great. Thanks, Quinn. Up next is a video from CLTC about how this summer leadership program impacted the Jewish identity of teens who participated.
You've probably seen videos on previous broadcasts about CLTC, but in this one, teens share what their Jewish identity was like before coming to CLTC and the impact that the experience had on them. I've heard that a lot of teens who go to the program have their b'nai mitzvahs there and feel closer to their Judaism after the experience.
Having been on CLTC this past summer, I can definitely attest to that. Let's hear more in the video.
Before coming here, I didn't even know Jewish identity was exactly a thing.
Over the last few years, I probably felt like really distanced from Judaism.
Like I've stopped showing up to synagogue as much after my bar mitzvah.
I was converted at a very young age, but I kind of got disconnected from my Judaism.
CLTC has given me a different perspective on Judaism as I've been able to discuss with different teens around the United States that practice Judaism in a different way than I do.
Being here is different because everyone's Jewish, and it's really cool because we all have something in common.
Because I don't have that pressure necessarily from my mom to be connected to Judaism. I can, take it at my own pace.
I feel like CLTC has sort of brought back some of my Jewish heritage by way of services.
CLTC was a way for me to do that and give back to a chapter that has given me so much, so I wanted to attempt to enhance my knowledge on my Judaism.
Like whenever we're sitting, like having like song session or like praying, like it's like it just helps me and like I feel like stronger than I was before.
Definitely coming to CLTC helps you like strengthen your relationship with God and just learning more about Judaism and what it means to you.
Hi, we're back and we have yet another interview. Can you tell us your names and region, please?
I'm Carlos Zadik Aleph, and my region is Central Region West.
I'm Raphael Orzak, and my region is Evergreen.
Nice to meet you guys. We're so happy to have you at the news desk.
Thank you.
So we just got to watch an awesome video about summer programs. Have either of you been on summer programs?
I have not.
I have.
Can you tell me about it?
Yeah, I went to Greece on a passport trip this past summer, and it was amazing. It just blew me away.
What was your favorite part of that experience?
Probably making so many new friends immediately. I went with nobody I knew, so as soon as I got to the airport, just started talking to people and made so many connections.
So Carlos, would coming to IC this year make you want to go on a summer program maybe?
Yeah, I've been considering it a lot more, and like a lot of people have been telling me about how much fun they have on the summer programs, so I'm definitely considering it this year.
Yeah, I love to hear it. It's such a good opportunity to meet new people, so you totally should.
Yeah.
So the one question I have is if at IC you could have one superpower for the duration of the convention, what would it be?
I would say teleportation because it's such a hassle having to walk from either side constantly.
I totally agree.
I'm going to agree with that. I'm going to just match you teleportation as well for the same reasons. And it just makes everything so much more convenient. Yeah.
Can you tell me what Leeds Day activity you had on Friday?
So we all had leads together.
Yeah.
We had a Song of Belonging. It was awesome.
It was so fun. We heard from Charlie Kramer, who was a
Yep.
blind musician, and he led us in like a blind song leading thing.
Yeah, that
How
was
was
really
that experience
powerful.
for you guys?
That was very touching, and it's not something I think I've ever like actually done before. So doing that was like very therapeutic, and it was like a new cool experience.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah, it added a real calm to my day. Like
Mhm.
it kind of just balanced everything out between the excitement of being here and then just the relaxation of being there. It was amazing. Yeah.
What does BBYO mean to you guys as a whole?
I would say it means like community and having trust in one another, especially like from people that you belong with, you know.
For me, it means connection to my faith and friends. It really brings me closer to a community that I can stay strong with, and it really makes me feel like I'm part of something bigger than me.
BBYO was such an amazing place where you get to meet so many new people, including you guys,
Yeah.
which I loved meeting
Yeah.
you both. Thank you so much for coming on here.
Yeah,
It was
thanks
so
for
fun
having
you
us.
both.
Thank you for having
We
us.
loved having
You guys are
guys.
awesome.
Now we're going to send it back to Quinn, our roaming reporter, to hear from another guest.
All right, we are back, BBYO, and today I'm here with
Joshua Jacobs
and
Jude Kleinman.
All right, so BBYO, we're all here to have fun. We're also here to be inspired and learn from speakers. So, what are who are the amplifiers you guys saw yesterday, and what's something you learned, or just something you wanted to see?
Well, actually, I did the water park.
Oh, sorry, your speaker, like the main one, yesterday.
Oh, I'm so sorry. My bad. I had the Breadbasket brothers, best friends. I thought it was pretty cool. They learned at a very young age, playing MLB The Show, and I thought that's what inspired them. And I love MLB The Show. I love playing with my boys at home. Shout outs to you.
Yeah, I play MLB The Show. I'm working on a Road to the Show, actually. If you know, you know.
All right, and I actually also had the Breadbasket brothers, and I thought it was really cool how they just had that bond from such a young age, and how they knew they wanted to just make content together and have that special bond from such a young age. It was really cool.
Exactly. So, adding on to like what we're doing here at IC, besides actually learning, inspiring, also having fun, what's been your favorite booth experience that you've been able to go to during Hofesh or just free time around?
Ooh, that's a really good question. I gotta say, my favorite part has been just hanging out with new people, meeting new people from all over the country. I think that it's epic just hearing people talk, in accents, and I'm not used to hearing that every day. I think that's pretty cool, and learning about what they do, every single day.
Yesterday during Limud, I went to a Muay Thai program, or a Krav Maga program, and it was so cool because we got to learn like self-defense from like a real professional, and I thought that was just amazing.
And like, what's been the favorite language you've heard so far at IC?
Ooh, that's a really good question. I mean, I love hearing them Spanish speakers. They speak so fast that I could barely keep up a word. I remember taking that.
Thank you.
I got to go German, man. I really haven't heard anybody speak German outside of here, and it's been really cool to see those Eastern European populations just kind of come together and speak languages.
All right, couldn't agree more. Thanks for coming out, guys. Back to the desk. Thank you.
Thanks, Quinn. Up next are two videos from our field reporters. The first report is from Shani, who takes us through the IC Music Studio and talks to another BBG about her favorite classic convention song.
And the other is from Gabby from the Greater Jersey region, who reports from her sightseeing track today, where delegates went indoor skydiving.
Sounds amazing. Let's take a look.
Hello everybody, my name is Shani from Lake Ontario region, and right now I'm participating in the BYO Sings Play Along program in the music studio. So I'm so excited to jam with these teens to so many different convention classics. Let's go. Now let's hear from another BBG about what she thinks. Hi. So can you tell us your name and where you're from?
I'm Samantha and I'm from St. Louis, Missouri.
Okay, and what is your favorite BBYO convention classic?
Probably Black and You.
I love that song too. Okay, thanks everybody.
Hi guys, my name is Gabby Browner from the Greater Jersey region, and I'm going to be taking you through my sightseeing experience at iFly. Hi, so what's your name? What region are you from?
Liberty.
And how excited are you to skydive? Still falling to
I give about an 8. Looks pretty cool.
Okay, we just got out of skydiving, and how did you rate that experience?
I give it a 7 out of 10. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, how high do you think you went?
I don't know, like 10 feet.
Yeah, I think I went like 50 feet.
Now let's welcome Tomer and Lexi from Voices of the Forgotten Foundation.
Hi, Tomer and Lexi. I'm so happy to have you guys here with us today.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
So tell us a little bit about your organization or what your job is.
Yeah, so we are Voice of the Forgotten Foundation. What we do is we create video games about the Holocaust. Our idea as an organization is to help teach people and make it more accessible than traditional Holocaust education. And that's why we're here to kind of bring gaming as something fun and cool to IC.
Oh, that sounds so interesting. I love making the Holocaust interesting and engaging for teens to learn about. That's so cool. What is 3 words that you would use to describe your organization to a teen who's like interested in participating?
Let's see that one.
I would say,
Disruptive is one.
Disruptive? How is
Yeah.
it disruptive?
Because traditional education is very rigid. There's a big structure around it and we're trying to bring something new and innovative to this space. So it's like usually you have to go into a classroom, you have to go into a museum, but we bring the essentially the education and the ability to experience stuff about the Holocaust to you. You can play our games on Steam, on PlayStation. We have a museum within Fortnite yeah. So if you search Holocaust in Fortnite, you'll find our museum that
I
are.
imagine that's really popular. I know
yeah.
a lot of friends who love Fortnite.
Amazing. And our goal is to make it even more accessible.
Yeah,
We're working on our next game is going to be available on Switch and other devices as well, even in the classroom. So we're trying to do an education piece to it so that teens like you can actually play the game as part of your curriculum, hopefully in the future.
To measure more physical appearance.
oh, well, we took our game to Gamescom, and so we got to see people play the game live, and people were crying. One girl started the game over and played it from beginning to end in one sitting, and she got to the very end, and then she quit and was just sobbing in our booth. We had no idea what to do with ourselves.
Yeah. In addition to that, like one of the coolest parts about the game is that we translated to Arabic, and 20% of the 2 million people who completed it are from the Middle East and North Africa.
So how has being able to impact people impacted your sense of how the opportunities you guys have to change people's minds or, like you said, disrupt culture?
I'd say it's about making it accessible, like bringing it to the people. So what we're seeing is just like that we get so many positive reaction from actual gamers, from people who are interested in learning. I think a lot of the traditional organizations at the beginning of our process of like doing and building the games were a little dismissive of this idea of like bringing the Holocaust to gaming. And what we were able to do is show them that no, actually the gamers want this. People around the world want this. Like, and even the players are very diverse. Like when we're at Gamescom, majority of the people who play the game are actually women. And instead of like, it's not just like a men-only field, like only the boys playing the games. So it was cool to see and just like get that emotional reaction from people and really get them engaged with what we're doing.
I've been to a lot of Holocaust museums, and I feel like they kind of don't, making it like an interactive experience like you guys really do is really fascinating to me, and it's something that I would actually really want to try out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like definitely gonna look into you guys' game. That is the coolest thing.
Yeah,
You can find it. So we have our website. We're actually working on the director's cut of our game. So if you wait 4 months, we'll make a big announcement about the release. It's going to be accessible on more platforms, and that's going to have voiceovers, improved gameplay.
So like just added stuff to
yeah,
the
and
game?
the name of the game is The Light in the Darkness, and she's actually producing and writing it. So she knows a lot about it.
That sounds so cool. Well, we loved having you here, and we're so glad we got to talk to you. We'll definitely check it out.
We're super excited. Thank you so much for inviting us.
Now we're going to send it back over to Quinn, our roaming reporter, to hear from another guest.
All right, BBYO, we are back, and I'm here with
Ethan from Red River.
And I'm also here with
Ryan from GMR.
All right, guys. So, what was your sightseeing today? What did you do? What would you rate it out of 7?
I went to the zoo and then I went rock climbing. It's a solid 6.8 out of 7.
All right.
I went to the water park and I would say it was a solid 5 out of 7.
You ever been to the Dells?
I have been to the Dells.
Well, how does it compare with the Wisconsin Dells?
I definitely think the Dells are 10 times better.
Okay. Well, how's your IC been? Like, what have you been doing? You've been walking around meeting new friends. How's that been?
I've met a ton of new friends from across the world. It's been great.
Just meeting new people and talking to them, even just in the elevator. It's nice to see everyone.
All right. Yesterday we were able to hear from amplifiers, these speakers who just have a major presence in the media around the world. Who did you guys hear from? What do you guys think of what they had to say?
I heard from the Breadbasket brothers, and they just talked about how they started their content creation channel from nothing, and it's just like really cool how they started from nothing.
I saw Rebel Wilson, and she talked about how like she started as a very shy like girl, and then became this big actress, and how like that shaped her, and like how like a disease she had like changed it.
Do you have a favorite Rebel Wilson movie?
I would definitely say Pitch Perfect.
I think I got to go with Pitch Perfect too on that one, but agree to disagree. So what's been the best dessert so far here at IC?
That chocolate mousse cake was amazing.
I agree.
I definitely agree on that statement too.
What did you guys go on your Leeds and AZAA BBGG experiences on Friday? What do you guys think of that?
I went to play basketball, learned a lot about the Philadelphia basketball youth community. It was very nice.
I played volleyball, and let's just say my team demolished everyone.
Perfect. All right, thank you guys so much for coming out. I'm going to send it back to the desk. Thank you, BBYO.
Thanks again, Quinn. And now for our next video, we're spotlighting one of our accomplished alumni, Howard Cohen from Keystone Mountain Region.
Howard was BBYO's 60th Grand Aleph Gadol back when Keystone Mountain Region was still called Allegheny Region. In the video, Howard shares how BBYO not only shaped his high school years, but also impacted him as an adult and in his professional life too.
I watched the video and I love how Howard calls the BBYO experience in high school gold. Let's hear Howard's story.
Hi, I'm Howard Cohen, 60th Grand Aleph Gadol, proud member of Newcastle 248 AZA. Allegheny Region, which existed at the time alongside Greater Pittsburgh Region and has become Keystone Mountain Region at this point. To have AZA, my chapter, and then my region, my council, and then my region, was being adopted by Big Brothers, was having those guys there looking out for me, making sure I had a ride, making sure I knew what was going on, knew my handshake, wore my pin. That kind of thing. And then it just continued to grow and grow and grow until I was lucky enough for this, again, this kid from a small town to be able to make it to the international board. It was absolutely remarkable, and it changed so much of my life. I think one of the things that's always stayed with me as a result of my time in AZA was I felt prepared to do anything because I felt like I could do everything. Not that I didn't have a lot to learn. Boy, I learned that pretty quickly. But I had this exposure to so many people, so many different kinds of people, and that ability to adapt and to learn, to empathize, that carries over into everything that I do to this day. I wish for you in this next 100 years to keep that open heart that we all bring to this, that you're not really meeting any strangers because you have this common ground, this base of being Jewish, teenaged, no matter your background or where you're from, everybody is so excited to have this experience. And you'll realize soon enough, not everybody has this experience. And it is gold.
And now we are back again with our final special guests of the night. So hi guys, welcome to the news desk.
Hi.
Just tell me your names and what region you're from.
I'm Noam and I'm from Liberty Region. I'm Elijah from Liberty Region. I'm Josh from Liberty Region.
I'm also from Liberty Region. So, so having IC in Philly this year, how was that for you? What'd you think?
I think it's pretty cool. I think it's very cool to meet all the people from different places and kind of talk about where you're from. You kind of have the home field advantage, so it's kind of cool telling everyone about everything and just seeing everyone come to your city is cool.
What'd you guys think?
I think it was cool to bring people to our home base where we live and we know we're more educated about and like I also hosted people, so it was really cool to learn more about like them, people from other countries. So I think it's just like cool all around.
Yeah, I mean, I would say it's definitely a very unique experience. To add on what Josh said, like hosting was such an experience that I did not think that I would ever be able to have with the IC, and it really like opens up your mind to like how many people from across the world come to IC. And I think that if it wasn't in Philly, I mean, you would have no idea or you would have no reason to host.
Yeah, 100%. Hosting people is such an insane opportunity. I also hosted people, and Noah, I know that last year IC was in Denver. Did you host people?
I did host people. Global Ambassador Week was one of my favorite times in BBYO ever. Can you guys tell me, did you go to IC Denver last year?
We did.
We did.
So how, I know since I'm from Denver, I love being the host region. I'm partial a little bit to being the host region. Can you tell me how this year compares to last year?
I would say that this year is different just because of how, I mean, it's obviously easier to get here. I mean, it was a very fun experience to be able to travel with all my friends and flying together without our parents for the first time with all of our friends was such a fun experience that, I mean, it was just amazing. So I think that that's a big difference. It was awesome though. I mean, this IC's been great, but that was definitely an experience that I do miss, being able to travel with my friends.
And also last year being our first IC coming into it, we had like no idea what to expect, so we didn't know if it was going to be fun or like different, and we didn't like it, but we ended up going on all these fun activities and traveling, and it was all just together just so much fun.
Yeah, I think 2 very different years. I mean, last year it was our first year, so we didn't know as much. And I feel like this year we know a lot more, so like it's a different experience. Like we know what to expect, but also it's like new surprises because it's in Philly this year. So it's just all around super fun.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for coming on today. I had the
course,
best time
of
talking
course.
to y'all.
Yeah.
Thank you.
See you guys later tonight.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
And now, for our last video segment of the broadcast, we have a special throwback to IC in Denver last year. It's our IC 2025 live stream recap video.
As IC 2026 winds down and we prepare for the concert, block party, and our last night together here in Philly, we thought it would be fun to take a look back at our recap from last year in Denver.
IC 2025 was an incredible ride, and this year has been nothing short of amazing. Enjoy this look back at Denver and stay tuned, because the IC 2026 recap will be dropping in early March.
Let's watch.
Let me be the first to welcome you to BBYO International Convention 2025.
I wanted to speak with you guys candidly, as if we're talking to our younger selves and the things that we were dealing with.
Come on, BBYO!
You've shown us the power of using social media to drive positive change.
Next, we proudly present Eastern North Carolina.
These leaders are you.
I love you guys so much. I'm so honored and happy to be here tonight.
I'm Callie Weintraub, hailing from Sababa BVG in Hudson Valley region.
It will be our generation that addresses climate change, embraces new energy, explores the stars, and discovers ways to bring people and communities together.
It's really amazing, and I'm so glad you had a great time. And back to the news desk.
Thank you so much, Ella. That was great.
And if you just speak your truth and be your authentic self and do that through a point of love and that you actually care, you will reach the right people.
Make sure to follow us though on Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, X, and Facebook for all things IC. And so far, it's lived up to the hype.
If I wasn't going to use my platform for good and impacting the Jewish people, which is what I'm so proud to be, I'm so proud and lucky to be Jewish.
This weekend was so much fun, and we've made incredible memories, met new people, and learned so much.
That was great, but sadly, it's time for our broadcast to come to an end as we approach the last night of IC 2026. The feeling of being with our friends is unparalleled, reminding us how powerful being together can be.
Up on your screen now is the list of BBYO summer programs available in 2026. From camp-based leadership programs like CLTC and ILTC to Israel experiences, to over 20 different travel programs across Europe, Africa, Asia, and the Americas. There are a ton of great choices for teens this summer. I'm going to ILTC this summer, and Noah is going to Full Pearlman, which is ILTC and Kala combined. We would love to see some of you there as well.
To learn more about BBYO's summer experiences, just visit bbysummer.org. And don't forget that this year there are Route 1 vouchers up to $3,000 for BBYO travel programs to Israel.
This IC has been truly unforgettable. From inspiring speakers to exciting programs all around the Philly area, it's definitely been an IC to remember.
This convention is really going to shape the future of BBYO for years to come. And We the Future honestly couldn't be a better theme, especially with us here in Philadelphia.
As we sign off, make sure to stay up to date on everything happening by following BBYO Insider on Instagram, X, Snapchat, TikTok, and Facebook. And don't forget, you'll be able to relive all of the unforgettable moments in the days ahead when the rest of our photos and videos go up on BBYO's YouTube and Facebook pages.
Thanks so much for joining us here on the broadcast.
I'm Izzy Silverman.
And I'm Noah Kutnick.
And we can't wait to see you in
Baltimore at IC 2027!